Now for this last part, I want to show you how to find the data that we are collecting from the Varjo headset on the tester's eye data, particularly their attention ratios, the pathways that their eyes are traveling in the XY coordinates, as well as all of their pupil data, which is the eye dilation, distance between the eyes, focus gaze, and things such as that. So that none of that data is collected until we play our Unity project. So once the user has Varjo on and is set up and calibrated, once we run the Unity program, it'll automatically start collecting all that data for us as the program starts. So I will just start this real quick just to show you. And like I said, it's very instantly right now. So right now, let's let it run for done. So as we can see that we collected 5 seconds of worth of data. And so, like I said, the data that we have collected are attention ratios, eye pathways, and the pupil analysis. And as we can see right here, the console right here tells us where that data is being stored at. So currently, as of now, our data is being sorted by the data type that it is, such as the attention ratio or the pathways, and it is categorized by the date that it was taken as well as the time. So uh, for our project, we have them, we again go into VR Classroom Project. All of our tester data is currently stored in here. Now I know that we wanted to have our testers have a unique ID so that each uh, separate data set is set to that unique ID, and that will be implemented in a future version of the project. But for now, all of our data is being collected in here, 00 trial data. So if we open it up, we see that we have attention ratios, eye pathways, and pupil analysis. The data processing scripts and the things to do are for post-process data collection. That is where we're going to be creating our graphs and basically skimming through our data to see that we have a fair amount of valid data to be used. But for now, our attention ratios are in the form of a text file. So if we open these up, we can see that for each hitbox that the user looks at, that is calculated over how many frames, and from the total amount of frames taken, the difference between each hitbox. So let's say if there's, since I've only hit 2 hitboxes, I saw the instruction surface for 2 frames, which is 12% of that 5 seconds, and I saw that coughing hitbox, this one right here, for how many frames? 1,710 frames, which is 99.82% of that 5 seconds. And each of these frames are taken in, I want to believe, nanoseconds. So quite a bit of data. But once we have the headset, it comes out to a lot more cleaner data. So that's Hitbox. So if we go into the eye pathways, so for each tester, we get 2 text files, one for their left eye and one for their right eye. And these are a series of XY coordinates pending our Z distances that we had taken measurements of earlier on. With these, what we're going to do is we're going to create a heat map, basically get an overlay image of our entire screen, and then put using these XY coordinates, putting XYZ coordinates, I'm sorry, and putting dots around that picture. We will then use a Gaussian blur to smooth out that data, and you'll see the intensity of where the user's eyes were looking at or focusing on more than other places in the room. So this would be for the left eye, and like saying the right eye would be the same. Right now, since I don't have a headset to show you, this data is just staring blankly ahead, but we will be able to get much more accurate, useful data when using the headset. So the last thing we get is the pupil analysis, and this is all data coming straight from the Varjo headset itself. And this comes in a form of an Excel sheet. So if we open the Excel sheet, again, I don't have the Varjo headset, so I cannot collect any of this data right now for you to show you. But we can see that it is all categorized in these nice, neat little columns. I wish they kind of automatically got the columns as they were. But as we can see, we're collecting things such as the frame of when that data is collected, capture time in log time in nanoseconds, uh, the, the XY position of the head mounted display, the rotation of the head mounted display, that is the user looking up, down, left, or right. We also have gaze status. All of these variables are, I should say, um, not categorized. What is the word? Described in the Varjo documentation. So I will get this to you at the same time as the videos. But like we can see how far the eye is looking forward, uh, positions. We also have the pupillary left pupil iris diameter ratio, all this data. The unfortunate thing about this, as Varjo, oh yeah, focus distance, focus stability. The unfortunate thing about this Varjo code is, while it is accurate, very accurate actually, when it is collected, it does not give you the actual units of measurement taken. So I believe capture time is in nanoseconds and log time is in actual seconds. And things such as rotation and gaze status are just a number between 1 and 360 to show the amount of basically circular movement that the user can make if they can turn their head 360 degrees. But things such as iris diameter are in millimeters, and things such as focus distance are in meters. So again, I will have to send a documentation about what each one of these units of measurements are in. But once we get those, it should be easy just to go through and add those measurements for each user. But that is pretty much it. That is all the data that we are collecting, and we will take those and go into our processing scripts, and we'll work on those to get our plots. And for example, this is one of the plots that we got. Whoops. This is an animated heat map. So once we get this is just jumbled data. It's not really helpful. But once we get some actual particular data, we can actually animate it to see how the intensity of the user is being made. And I wonder if I can. Oh, let's see. Oh no, it was this one. I am so sorry. Taking up too much time. Ah, there we go. That's how we want it to look. And seeing this intensity animated would be really really sweet to see, and going through and seeing exactly where each one of these values are being taken. So that is something that we wish to take with our eye pathways. Anyways, that is for a future version of our project. If there is anything else that you guys would need to see, please let me know, and thank you for watching.